Dragon-nett Super Speedway as we get ready here for Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star Racing. It is the 9th annual NNSCRA All-Star Race for the Mobil1 Cup Series. 30 laps of racing on tap here today, and a star-studded field, an all-star-studded field, ready to put on a show just for you. We have a great race lined up for you here today, and if it's anything like what we saw in the Oreo Truck Series All-Star Race, we are in for a treat, as on the pole position for today's race is going to be the rookie Ty Dent in the number 14. We will show you your starting lineup for today's race and indicate what it was that got them into today's All-Star Race. Ty Dent, as I said, on the pole. He won earlier on this season, in his rookie season, at California Speedway, Auto Club Speedway, if you will. Alongside of him, it's going to be Matthew Dallio in the 12. He ended up racing the Truck Series All-Star Race. He's here in the Mobil Cup Series All-Star Race. He gets in due to a win he had last season at Indianapolis. In the next row is going to hold Chris Washer, two-time winner this season, winning at Daytona and at Dover. And alongside of him is going to be Dylan Young in the number 30. Dylan Young winning this season at the short track of Richmond. In the 5th position will be Ricky Falcon. Last season had a great rookie season where he went to victory lane twice at Darlington and Homestead Miami Speedway. And alongside of him in a one-off race driving the number 79 Jeffrey Earnhardt Mustang will be Jordan Davis. Davis gets into this race due to a win he had last season, which came at Michigan. Next row is going to hold Jacob Lawler in the 41. Lawler winning this season at Charlotte, and alongside of him will be James McLeod in the 51, who finished runner-up to Trent Dunham in the Truck Series All-Star Race. McLeod gets in due to a win he had last season at Chicagoland. His teammate, Alex May, rolls off in the inside of the next row. Alex May winning this season at Talladega Superspeedway, and alongside of him, a guy who knows something about winning the All-Star Race, Joshua Collard, actually won this event last season in the number 43 here, and he also gets in due to a win he had last year at the road course of Lime Rock. Next row is going to hold one-off drivers in both positions, inside and outside. Justin Talampas in the number 71 Angie's List Toyota Camry gets in due to a win he had at Thornton last season, and Jake Rogers makes his return for one race to the Mobil1 Cup Series. Jake Rogers gets in due to a win he had last season at Rockingham, North Carolina. Next row is going to hold Danny Wells, who has 2 wins, one last season, one this season to get him in. The win last season came at Talladega. The win this season came in Atlanta. And alongside of him, the gold number 3 Coors Chevrolet of Nick Smith, who last season in his rookie season went to victory lane twice at Kansas and Texas. Austin LaPlante's going to line up on the inside of Chris Maley. LaPlante gets into this race due to a win he had last season, or actually make that this season, my apologies. That was at Las Vegas. And alongside of him, rookie Chris Maley, who won this season at Rockingham, UK. Next row is going to hold Carson Gum in the number 77, who won the Season 8 season finale at Armory Digital Superspeedway. And alongside of him is going to be James Silverfox, who won last season at M&M's. Dylan Poteet's going to line up on the inside of the next row. Dylan Poteet winning last season at Daytona International Speedway. And then it's the transfer drivers. Jean Sanford ended up winning the Mobil Open to get herself into this race. The driver that finished second to her is Connor Breton. He transferred in as well. And then just like in the Oreo Truck Series All-Star Race, we had a tie for the fan vote. So the 2 fan vote leaders get into the All-Star Race. Jessica Shelton will roll off in the number 9 Coors Chevrolet, and James Qualls will start in last. Let's get the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
There's the command to fire the engines as we are getting set to go here. And for James Qualls, can lightning strike twice? Trent Dunham started last in the Oreo Truck Series All-Star Race, and he ended up coming through the field to win the thing. Will James Qualls be able to do the same here today in the Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star Race at Dragon-nett? Like we said, it's not where you start, it's where you finish, especially at a track like Dragon-nett. And another interesting thing, too, is, you know, in the Oreo Open and the Mobil Open, they were able to race 4 wide and keep it together. But when it got down to crunch time in the Oreo Truck Series All-Star race, twice they went to a 4 wide formation, and what happened? They wrecked. So is it that the anxiety is higher? Is it that these drivers are willing to take more risks? That they're willing to lean on each other in the corners when they're going 4 wide? I don't know what it is, but it'll be interesting to see here in the Mobil1 Cup Series cars just exactly if they're able to hold a 4 wide formation, if and when they make one. Anyway, though, we're getting set to go here. And this is going to be a wild one for sure. Rookie Ty Dent alongside of the veteran Matthew Dallio. And you look at all the Turner cars that are in this field. Dylan Young, Dylan Poteet, Alex May, James Silverfox, and James McLeod. Are they all going to be able to work together with each other, or is it going to be every man for himself from the drop of the green flag, the wave of the checkered flag? I don't know. Oh, trouble! Jordan Davis has stalled it. Troubles for the 79. A one-off driver, Jordan Davis, is coming to pit road. Something amiss on the 79. That's a tough break for him, but we're getting ready to go racing. Flagman's ready. Green flag's in the air. We're racing here at Dragon-nett in the Mobil All-Star Race. I don't know what exactly is amiss on that 79. Hopefully they can get it fixed. Oh, a piston problem. He's already out of the race. Man, that is a tough break for Jordan Davis. He was eligible for the All-Star race, was able to get himself a ride to get back here, and just like that, isn't even able to take the green flag to start the event. Jacob Lawler to the inside for the lead off of Ty Denton. Look at how spaced out these guys are, at least up here at the front. Justin Talampas now making the move for second under Chris Washer. And he's all by his lonesome, going to try and go for the lead off of Jacob Lawler. No drafting help needed. The 71 going to go to the point. Well, he might want a drafting partner now. Lawler and Ty Dent were doing good job on the outside line. Now Ty Dent moves down with fellow Camry. And now finally the 71 of Talampas will be clear for the top position. Ty Dent moving into second. Look at James Quall, started dead last. Look at this, he's already up now battling. That's for the 6th position. So it didn't take him any time to get to the front, as right now Camrys hold the top 2 spots. Talampas and Ty Dent, then Jacob Lawler in 3rd. Battle on here for 4th. It's Qualls, LaPlante, and Danny Wells, with Chris Washer joining the fray along with Gene Sanford. Battle on for the lead. Ty Dent made the move. Lawler went with him. He's going to go to the front. Boy, this is exactly polar opposite of what we saw in the Truck Series race. The Truck Series race, they were all bunched up, 3 wide, 4 wide racing. No line seemed to be able to get an advantage. They're more spread out here in this one. And the inside and outside line both are moving depending on where the draft is. So this is an entirely different race from what we saw in the Oreo Truck Series All-Star race, which means now, what side of the spectrum are the Snickers Cup cars going to fit on? But we'll get to that bridge we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. As now Jacob Lawler looks at the inside line. Looks like some Chevy Camaros going to work against the Toyota of Ty Dent. Lawler to the front. And here comes Talampas 3 wide with Gene Sanford and Ty Dent. And here comes Ricky Falcon up the inside line as well in the number 1. At the line that time, Lawler going to lead the lap. Let's bring up your ticker here. Top 3 drivers that lap were within 8 100ths of a second of each other. The top 5 were within 15 100ths of a second. As to the front is going to go Justin Talampas. Interesting strategy. Joshua Collard, the defending winner of this race, is at the very tail end of this pack, just riding around. Keep in mind, the All-Star race took place at FTF Superspeedway last season, not at Dragon-nett, so Collard maybe just trying to get used to this track now and try and formulate a strategy to become a back-to-back Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star Race winner. As right now, Talampas enjoys a bit of an advantage. That's not exactly a good thing, though. Ricky Falcon, Jacob Lawler, they're going to reel him in pretty quickly, and when they do, he's going to be a sitting duck. Right now, though, they're double wide behind him, though. That could be a pretty good thing, at least for the moment, for Talampas, but let's see what happens here heading into 3. Jacob Lawler with help from Gene Sanford as they're 4 wide back there. Chris Maley, Washer, and Danny Wells. Ty Dent way up on the outside there. He'll start to fall back. As Talampas, at least for now, is still able to hold that about car length advantage. If he's going to get past, they got to start forming up behind him, and now they're going to. Ricky Falcon willing to work with Gene Sanford there through turns 1 and 2, and now Gene jumps up to the high side, abandoned Ricky, and instead will offer drafting help to Jacob Lawler. So apparently, we're seeing some alliances starting to form here. Gene Sanford working with Jacob Lawler early on in this race. And as these drivers continue to try and find partners to tango with, that's allowing Justin Talampas to continue to control the draft. Again, going to come around and lead yet another lap. In all honesty, he should have been bypassed by now. He should have been freight trained, but he's done a great job of controlling which line moves, and it's allowed him to stay out in front for as long as he has. James McLeod working with his teammate Alex May, and also working with his good buddy Danny Wells as they're trying to get an inside line going, and they may be able to do so here heading into number 3. Oh, contact there between Danny Wells and Ricky Falcon. That almost was a wreck. That was close. Falcon tried to squeeze down in front of Wells to cut off that inside line's momentum, and Wells wasn't going to have any of that. He almost turned the number 1 Camaro, as now Danny Wells, James McLeod, and Alex May continue to hold that draft together in the inside line. They may be able to close in on Talampas now. Look at that, about a 2-car length advantage right now that Talampas is enjoying over Danny Wells, James McLeod, and everybody else. They got to warm up and catch him here, or else this could come down to 1 car dominating this race due to his ability to be able to control the draft. Look at that, 3-car length advantage now. They got to stop racing for second and concentrate on running down that Toyota Camry of Talampas. I don't rightly know with 30 laps if pit stops are going to come into play either. That could be something that we could watch for, but I don't know for sure. Now here comes James Silverfox and the defending winner of this race, Joshua Collard, now feels comfortable to work his way to the front. Dylan Poteet, Jessica Shelton, and Dylan Young all on that inside line, working their way up into the top 5. Collard working right now with James Silverfox. Now Silverfox trying to move down in front of Shelton. Shelton not going to have anything of it, though. Here she comes to the bottom, drafting help from the 2 Turner cars of Poteet and Dylan Young. And again, just when it seems like they're going to start running down Justin Talampas, they all start spreading apart, killing their momentum, and Talampas is able to continue to grow his lead. Now it's Dylan's together, Poteet and Young on the inside line. Can they do something to run down Talampas? Now, sooner or later, these guys got to realize, hey, it's getting down to crunch time. We can't keep racing like this amongst ourselves, or else we're all just going to finish from second on back. And this is the All-Star race. Second doesn't matter. You want to win. Now it's Chris Washer, Ricky Falcon on the inside line, along with Connor Breton. But unless somebody gets something formed up and does not step out of line, Talampas is going to run away with this thing. There you see again, the gap opened up. Now Ricky Falcon trying to close up the gap. Will Connor Breton go with him, or will he move Falcon up the track? Breton's got to stick with the 1. Looks like he might be doing it, at least for this moment. If Falcon can now turn down in front of Ty Dent, is Dent going to let him in? Oh man, I don't think so. Nope, Dent's not going to let him in. Falcon would have had a run on him out of 4 here if Dent had not killed it. Dent killed the draft that time. And now there's nobody formed up. Oh, wait a minute. Ty Dent just picked up the slipstream off the back of the 71. Oh, whoa. Matthew Dalio on the apron. What's up with the 12? Matthew Dallio. It looks like he's coming back onto the racetrack. Did he just make a pit stop? I don't know, but the battle's on for the lead. Here we go. Now they've caught Talampas. It's 3 wide for the lead. Falcon to the bottom. Dent in the middle. Talampas to the high side. New leader is the pole sitter, Ty Dent. But here's Ricky Falcon. Outside line. Toyota's working together. Dent, Talampas, and Gum. Look at the run Connor Breton got up the middle there. I don't know what happened to Matthew Dallio. He just hit the pit lane, so troubles for the 12. Already documented the troubles of Jordan Davis. Didn't even get to take the green flag out of the race due to a piston problem on the start. And now your leader is the pole sitter, Ty Dent. Talampas in second. Here comes Talampas. Crossover move to the bottom for the lead. Wow, that was a close battle at the line, and Talampas didn't even have drafting help, but Ty Dent was able to get him at the line at least. Now Talampas back to the lead again, but here comes Gene Sanford and Jacob Lawler. Huge run, and here they go to the bottom. They're working together again. That 2141 have an alliance apparently, and they're utilizing it. That's the second time I've seen Gene Sanford and Jacob Lawler working together. Oh man, that was close. Gene slipped up, tried to get back down in front of Lawler. Lawler said, sorry, I'm already here inside. And now Jacob Lawler going to go to the front. Drafting help now from James Qualls. Connor Breton there as well. Look at here how interesting this is. Gene Sanford and Connor Breton both had to race their way into this event by finishing first and second in the Mobil Open. And both of them are right now up inside the top 5. This race far from over, but apparently it's getting down to crunch time for these guys because now they're all up here, bunched at the front. Lawler going to lead now. He'll hold off the advances of the inside line, now using the draft out of the middle line with Qualls and Ty Dent. Whoa! Chris Washer, Jake Rogers leaning on each other here out of 4. They are 4 wide behind Lawler. Look at this hornet's nest back here. Whoa, more contact between Washer and Rogers. They are still leaning on each other, the 19 and the 88. Finally, the 88 going to get some room up on the high side in front of Talampas. Look at this back here. Now Qualls trying to get a run on Jacob Lawler here out of 4. He's got drafting help in the form of Connor Breton. Gene Sanford with help from Ty Dent. And back here, oh man, Nick Smith's in a hornet's nest with Ricky Falcon. James McLeod here, Collard's there, Jake Rogers, and Talampas, who a while back was up there at the front. Now he's back in this hornet's nest. Move back up to the front here. Jacob Lawler doing a good job, almost Justin Talampasing it right now, holding the draft. He moves up to get drafting help from guess who? Gene Sanford, no surprise there. Whoa, Gene almost made contact with James Qualls. I think Lawler's trying to get Gene Sanford some help on the high side to move her by James Qualls, but it's just not working. He's going to try it again here. You see him still on the high side, letting Gene Sanford get the slipstream down the straightaway, but now James Qualls has Alex May with him, and Qualls may have some momentum here. Here he comes to the bottom. Qualls got a run with help from Alex May, and now it's side by side for the lead between Lawler and Qualls. Joshua Collard now into the mix. Drafting help from some Fords back there. Austin LaPlante and rookie Chris Maley. Is Collard going to make a move here? Qualls is trying to pinch him down. And now Collard going to go with Qualls. LaPlante going to go to the inside, and he's going to have no drafting help down there. And now Collard gets stuck in the middle. Now he ends up being the drafting partner of Lawler. Now look at this. Talampas making his way back up the inside line. Drafting help from Dylan Young. Just moments ago, he was on the extreme high side of a 4-wide battle. Not anymore. Take a look at that shot right there. Every single one of those drivers in that shot still has a chance to win this race. And there'll be 10 to go when we hit the stripe. We have had no caution. We have had drivers have trouble. Matthew Gallio, an unscheduled stop, a piston problem for Jordan Davis on the start of this race. And look at this. It's deja vu all over again. Justin Talampas now back out in front with a huge lead. It took him a while to reel in Talampas last time. I don't know how long it's going to take him to reel him in this time. Hopefully sooner than later, at least for the sake of a good finish. Chris Washer seems to be willing to push his teammate Danny Wells right now. And now Wells moves up the racetrack. So that killed that draft. Chris Washer now getting help from, I believe that's the 3 of Nick Smith. Well, now Nick moves into the middle groove. Now Ricky Falcon to the bottom. And again, it's just like before. Talampas, he got out to the front. And look at this. 2 car lengths advantage. No other driver's been able to do that today. And Talampas has done it twice now. Ricky Falcon, whoa, tried to get down in front of Jessica Shelton. No luck. Now Shelton with drafting help from Gene Sanford. Those two going to work together. As long as they don't step out of line, they have a chance of reeling in the 71. Gene seems pretty committed to the back bumper of the 9 and now gets moved into the middle groove. Oh, Joshua Collard thought about 4 wide. Now instead it's a 3 wide situation. Next time around, it's going to be 7 laps to go, and they are trying to reel in Justin Talampas. Here come the other 2 cars that have been up front for most of the day. Ty Dent and Jacob Lawler. It may come down between one of these 3. They've been the 3 dominant cars of the day, no doubt. And here comes Ty. He's going to the inside. Jacob Lawler, big run down the back or the front straightaway. 3 wide into turn 1. What a power move for Lawler. Man, he got a run down that front straightaway. And he was going to utilize that momentum for sure. Now he's to the point. Here's Jessica Shelton, a fan vote winner, coming up the inside line with Connor Breton. Trying to go for the lead for the first time today. Got a couple more players up here. Carson Gum, we really haven't seen him up at the front much today. He's now up here in the closing stages. Connor Breton looking at the inside of Jessica Shelton. Not going to be able to make the move at least this time. Shelton trying to tuck back down in front of him. Will be able to do so, at least for now. Outside line trying to battle back. The Toyotas of Ty Dent and Justin Talampas trying to get a run here on Lawler. Lawler trying to control the draft. Now moves up to block that outside line advance. And now Jessica Shelton down to the inside, trying to get the inside line going, but now she's lost Connor Breton as a drafting partner, now picking up Austin LaPlante. Still anybody's ball game, 5 to go here at Dragon-nett. Lawler leads, Ty Dent in second, 3 wide for third. Here comes Ty Dent back to the bottom. Trying to go coast to coast, pole to win. But you can't say he's been up front all day. He's been slipping to the back and marching his way back to the front this entire race. And here comes Talampas back to the bottom. It's these 3, the 71, the 14, and the 41, that have really been the dominant cars today and been battling amongst themselves for a majority of this race. It's going to come down, I really think, between one of these 3, but can someone play spoiler? Talampas now to the front. Now here comes Lawler. He's going to go back to the bottom. And now here comes Ricky Falcon, Dylan Pote, Danny Wells, Chris Washer, James Silverfox. Got some new players up here, but it always seems to be the same 3 at the front. Will Falcon make a move? They got to get these guys near the rear of the field in order to settle amongst themselves. And they haven't been able to do it yet. Falcon, is he going to make a move? Here he comes, looking at the bottom. Ricky Falcon to the inside, drafting help from Dylan Pote. At the line, Ricky Falcon gonna lead that lap for the first time. 3 to go. And now, the 3 dominant drivers are on the outside line trying to work together against everybody on the inside line. They need help to work their way back to the front. I think I just heard somebody else in trouble. Wait a minute, don't tell me. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, if they're coming up on the Matthew Dallio machine, this could be real big trouble late in this race. Here's Dylan Poteet to the lead. Who is going to win this race? Who is going to do it? There are so many names in the hat right now, and we're getting ready for 2 to go. Poteet leads that lap by a few feet. Here comes Nick Smith to the inside. Austin LaPlante's right there as well. Ricky Falcon battling on the outside. Look at this. Gene Sanford. Look who she's trying to help. Jacob Lawler on the outside. Those two have been working together all day long. Will that strategy get one of them to victory lane? Side by side still. Falcon and Poteet. Neither one giving an inch. This time, white flag. Just make it to the white, guys. If a wreck happens, we'll at least race it back to the checkers. At the line this time, Falcon advantage. On the outside, white flag displayed. Here we go. Dylan Poteet driving for all he's worth on the inside. Falcon's got friends on the outside. It's still dead even between those two. Here comes Connor Breeden looking 3 wide for the win. Breeden looking to the inside. Dylan Poteet tries to block, can't do it. Look at Falcon powering around the outside with help from Gene Sanford. It's going to be 3 wide coming to the line. Falcon, Poteet, Breeden. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get the drafting help? Coming to the line. Oh, it was so close between Breeden and Falcon. It was a dead heat, and Falcon is officially the winner. Holy cow, are you kidding me? That was dead even. And Falcon just edged out Connor Breeden for that victory. Dylan Poteet, 5 100ths back. Shelton, 6 100ths back. Gene Sanford, 7 100ths back from that win. Holy cow. You have got to be kidding me. Absolute pandemonium on the final lap. 3 1/1000ths of a second was the win and the difference between Ricky Falcon and Connor Breeden. That was unbelievable. We gotta look real quickly here at that finish. That was amazing. I could not have called it. I did not know who won that race between Breeden and Falcon. It was that doggone close. And just to show you how close this field had been the entire 30-lap event, Joshua Collard, he finishes the last car on the lead lap only half a second back. Look at this. Falcon with the drafting help of Gene Sanford. Connor Breeden had the drafting help of Jessica Shelton. And look at how close that was at the line. That was a finish. That was an all-star race finish. Man. Unbelievable. You're looking at your official full results from this race. Matthew Dallio, unscheduled pit stop. He finishes a lap down. And Jordan Davis never even got to take the green flag. Came to pit road on the pace lap and retired from the race due to a piston problem on the initial start. But take a look at that finishing results. What an unbelievable day here at Dragon-nett. Can't wait to see what's going to happen in the Snickers Cup Series All-Star race. We've had some great battles here so far. We had Trent Dunham just beat out James McLeod in the Truck Series race. Ricky Falcon just beats out Connor Breeden here in the Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star race. What will we see in store for Snickers? I don't know, but I can't wait to find out. Hope you'll tune in. That's the next venue on our schedule as we'll finish out All-Star Race Weekend here at Dragon-nett. Congratulations to Ricky Falcon on winning the All-Star Race. That locks him into the Season 10 Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star Race, so congratulations to him. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's race, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and become part of the crew today. This is your official finisher results. We'll now take you to the outro thing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so we'll see you guys next time. You've been watching production of the NNSCRA offline racing at its best.